is a vicious cycle that seems impossible to stop. So people often choose to ignore it because they think, how can I really help? Since it is a major issue that people generally keep absent from their minds, no one really knows where to start when it comes to improving the crisis of international poverty. I'll never understand why we aren't extensively educated on the issue of global impoverishment. Don't get me wrong, we do get great educations, but I have to wonder why we aren't told about those dying every day from a lack of clean food and water. I understand that it is a topic that makes most people uncomfortable. No one truly enjoys hearing about the effects of poverty because it is a very sad topic. But if we don't like hearing about malnourished children and people dying every minute from preventable diseases, then why don't we rise up, learn how to change it, and fight? When we gain knowledge on this terrible social injustice, passion arises, and with passion comes a desire to change. It is often hard to run to the rescue in a situation that you have no knowledge on. So, to start improving the issue, I feel that the first step is to become better educated on the causes and effects of global poverty. It is time that we join together in awareness and lead by example. We need to become educated, teach others about the crisis of global poverty, and ultimately start a chain reaction or even a movement. In the film, I Am Because We Are, pop star and narrator Madonna passionately says, if I was challenging people to open up their minds and their hearts, then I had to be willing to stand at the front of the line. So she knew to lead by example. The bottom line is that we must join together in unity in order for a change to be made, because the issue is so massive. But it cannot be made until we open our eyes and lead by example. In order for you to begin to expand your knowledge on this issue, I will present some relevant facts about poverty in North Korea, Africa, and Cambodia. For example, did you know that in North Korea, people actually pick grass as their food source because most decent grocery stores are available exclusively to the very small wealthy population? We know this because of the boldness of one man. Photographer Eric Laforgue entered the isolated country of North Korea to capture forbidden images. His photos serve as a voice for those who could not be heard under the dictating leadership of Kim Jong-un. The actions of one man, just one man, delivered information to millions. He led by example. Also, something you may not know is that tribes in Malawi, Africa, force mothers who have lost their children to diseases such as HIV/AIDS go through a cleansing process. In this cleansing process, a married man whom the mourning mother does not know rapes her for 3 days. This process obviously doesn't improve the situation, but only continues to spread life-threatening diseases. Lastly, in Cambodia, landmines are taking over the fertile farmland. As a result, those whose only source of income and food is to farm are being shoved out of their own homes to literally live among the garbage dumping grounds. Some of you may not have known that agriculture actually plays a massive role in poverty. Now that you've taken the first step and learned about the issue of poverty in North Korea, Malawi, Africa, and the Kingdom of Cambodia, the second step in improving the issue is to directly change impoverishment. In order to do so, we must be willing to get our hands dirty. To improve the conditions of those specific countries, various things can be done pertaining to the resources available to those living in poverty, their governmental systems, and their agricultural conditions. Eric Laforgue's shocking photos of the horrors inside of North Korea reveal that the civilians are heavily restricted at all times by the constant presence of soldiers. They're everywhere in his photos. North Koreans are forced to live under a dictatorship where they have no voice. They cannot ask for help nor receive it. So, to effectively improve their conditions, individuals with good international relationships and governmental power must step out and work to improve the problems in North Korea. Eric's photos gave them a voice, but now it is up to others to bring a change. Also, the preventable diseases and problems that Malawians face every day could easily be improved with access to better resources. For example, in the film I Am Because We Are, a mother dies and leaves her 2-year-old son as an orphan simply because she couldn't easily receive proper medical care. In her diseased state, the film shows her traveling very far to a hospital where they told her it was too late to get the help that she needed. If only there was a hospital closer to her village or access to preventable care before she had even gotten the disease, she would have lived. We need to advocate for better healthcare options for individuals living in poverty and donate funds to the cause because they are more likely to need that care as a result of their living conditions. In an online interview, director of the film I Am Because We Are, Nathan Rissman, described it well. He basically stated that people get sick of the infomercials and donating money all the time, but they need it, so we must continue to give it. Lastly, the article entitled Rural Poverty in Cambodia discusses how agriculture greatly affects the progression of poverty. Due to its great impact, it is important for people with agricultural knowledge to use their skills in that field to improve impoverished areas. If places like Cambodia can become agriculturally stable, then the cycle of poverty will slowly end. It would result in better health and more farming jobs. Today, you have learned that being educated on the issue of poverty is necessary in order to intervene on the massive issue. You've taken the first step by being informed of the details of poverty in countries like North Korea, Malawi, and Cambodia, and how to help to improve the conditions there. Overall, I hope you will take this valuable information, teach it to others, and act on it to change the lives of millions.